toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going in. Hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. The receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Hums it downfield. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the incompletion is an open invitation to the special teams unit to come onto the field. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. So Texas Tech's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Pulls it in, it's Stone. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The Red Raiders really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. Turning it on! Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Red Raiders have it in scoring position on first and goal. On the option. Now the toss. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
Here we go.
Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Here's a heat. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it. There he goes. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease. It's Braswell. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Underwood. It's complete to the right. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
He's looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again. Now improvising. And they're in for a touchdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, Logan.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Quarterback on the keeper. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
And in back-to-back plays, you understand full well why the DC talking to us this week was like, this guy's a handful. Like, he shows the ability to throw the ball, make a big play through the air. Then you're covering the throw game well. What happens? He pulls it down, makes the run. He's showing you a little bit of everything.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Braswell. Oh, got enough space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? On the move. And it's in there for a touchdown.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Conrad. And the returner will be brought down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. With the catch, it's Stone. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Summers. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Conrad. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. The sure hands, it's Cleescourt. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Fighting off the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll move the tight end. Might as well give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it.
Well, he was trying to get his feet down. You saw a little toe tap action there, but ultimately it ends up being an incompletion.
Back up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Washington. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only do they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The Red Raiders lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Got it behind the line. It's DeWitt. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Turner. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you.
Brings into the open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 6th play of the drive coming up. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Stone. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got the 1st down and more. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the tailback. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He makes the catch. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Now this offense is back on the field. This has been a good day for the offense and a particularly outstanding performance from the quarterback. They've been playing pitch and catch at an elite level, and there have been no answers defensively. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Takes the easy completion. At midfield, he's got room. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Grab behind the line. It's Bobo. Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Summers. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's DeWitt. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. A little screen to the running back. At the 45, on his way. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Summers. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on third down. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again. This time a rather long one from 46 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That pulls them to within 15. 28-13 the score.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
One more snap coming before halftime. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Lubbock.
About set to get this second half underway. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're...
There he goes! Past the 30. He's at the... Slippery slide! Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to UTEP. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it. Squirts across the 30 to the 32. A pickup of 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down right here. His opportunity, he gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Quick strike complete. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. With the catch, it's Stoll. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. He'll Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Summers. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, the ground game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Motion from the wideout. Caught behind the line. It's Stone. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move.
Oh, he's got some space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. On the ground, it's Braswell. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds a man on the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Underwood. Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game. You got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Direct snap. It's Washington. Quarterback adapting. Had to get rid of it quickly. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
Beck's going for the goal line. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time. 2nd and 6. Grabbed behind the line. It's Conrad. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Such great awareness along the sideline and the ability to get that foot down for the catch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants to throw it again. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. Under fire. Got him downfield. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. To the ground with the back. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this...
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He might want another play. Toss to the outside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Finds his tight end. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
They'll operate out of split backs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here comes the option. There he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On the snap, it's Washington, finding an escape route. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Red Raider. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Virginia. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Washington. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Oh, he's got some space. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.